What is going on YouTube? Chrono here and welcome back to another PSO2 video. So today we'll be talking about everything you need to know post maintenance on May 31st, 2023. But before we jump into that, if you guys are new here, as always, my name is Chrono. I primarily cover PSO2 content. Would much appreciate it. Subscribers work our way towards that 10K mark, hopefully by the end of this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So it is T-minus 1 week till the Ultra Evolution, or I'm sorry, version 2 update. Got to get that mindset right. So Ultra Evolution was just a working title. Is version 2 is the actual title for this, and now that we know what we have to expect, it's a little bittersweet for some of us, pretty pog for others, to be honest, but a little bit on the light end. And we're going to talk about why that is actually in either later today's or tomorrow's video, so stick around for that. There's actually a reason behind that, and I wish they kind of would have just said this more forward, and feedback is going to talk more about that later. But yeah, there is actually a reason why we feel like this as combat players. But either way, let's go ahead and jump into what we've got going on this week. This is like our calm before the storm week. So to start things off, we have got the NGS site. If you guys have never seen any of these, if this is basically your first time seeing one of these videos, we always pull up the information directly from this site. In case you ever want to gather this information on your own, you don't want to wait for me to release a video like this, you're more than welcome to hop over here and gather the articles. They're always going to be listed right here. Now, usually there is a article for, let's get rid of that, that's in the way. But there's an article for the current updates, but seeing as this week there isn't anything really going on, we just have the kind of the in-between portion of the actual campaign, or the last portion of the anniversary event campaign, and that's really about it. Actually, hold on one sec. All right, we just reminded us some things I wanted to grab here first, but let's start with the end of scheduled maintenance. So usually this will have a link to the update article itself, letting us know what we have coming about, and we'll take a look at that as well. That's actually a different article now. It looks a bit different, but you can see here if there's anything that's going on, usually it is posted right here. Looks like there was a bug with random challenge records. Random challenge records be held on 6th, 7th are not displayed, so they're not showing up, even though those are supposed to be coming up next week. This won't be too big of a deal. Don't worry too much about that. Anyway, we've also got the second anniversary stuff. The second anniversary, all we really got going on that's been added in is basically this little portion right here. So the way this diagram works is essentially the entire bar, if the bar is going across, is how long that portion of the event is lasting. For example, you can see we're currently in the section of seasonal standing quest dazzling chaos suppression op. We also are in the section of limited tasks part 4, but that started last maintenance, so it's still the same section. One that's really new to right now is the boost going on for the LTQ. The second anniversary story completion campaign still going on, in case you haven't done that yet. And then of course the top secret special gift, which we actually have confirmation of what that is. We can see over on Twitter, I'll play PSO2 Twitter, is 10 special scratch tickets, or second SP scratch tickets, creative space special edition tags, which hopefully we'll be able to trade these in for some pretty cool stuff, as well as an end color change pass. So honestly, kind of, I mean, it's all useful, right? So it's not like I can really be upset about this sort of stuff, but it's kind of lame to hide this and make it seem like it's gonna be something insane when this is, I mean, you probably could have just told us about sort of like this. So holding out on this sort of stuff just makes people think it's gonna be something crazy when it's not really. I mean, this is pretty much what I would expect from them to give us. And again, not complaining, this is dope, but making it a huge hidden thing makes it seem like it's gonna be something that it's not. So feedback is like, hey, you know, just tell us about stuff like this. Totally fine. Arks Super Cash Sale. Basically, you can buy 2.2K AC for $10 from each of the different platforms. Keep in mind, if you buy it on PlayStation, it is specific to PlayStation only, has to be spent while on PlayStation, but you can buy it on Microsoft Store, Steam, Epic Game Store, and as long as you just log into those accounts, when after you do the purchase, it'll add it to your actual balance. So you can't just go to the Microsoft Store, buy it, then log in on the Steam version, all of a sudden, bam, you know, you're good to go. And I'm sure tons of people are going to tell me how you can, you know, use a specific third-party program to have one installation of the game and log in on different versions of the game itself. Against TOS to use third-party programs. So we're not going to talk about how to do that or what that is. Just know that, you know, hey, look, I understand exactly what you're going to tell me. I'm aware. But yeah, so just make sure you log into the actual platform you're going to use it on. In PlayStation, you have to spend it on that platform. It's a different AC wallet altogether. but just log into those, and as long as you log into it once, it adds it to your actual wallet and you're good to go. You can log out. PSO2 days on its way, so it's coming up this week. We've got our usual boosts, so you have rare drop rate, you earned XP. In case you still haven't caught up to level 70 cap, now is your last chance basically before we get into the ultra, or get into the version 2 update. Even the version 2 giving you a week before level ups are happening there too. If you're playing base game, you've got, of course, augmentation success rate buffs, you have gathering fever drop rate buffs, fun, EXP, rare drop rate, item enhancements, and then enhancement experience when enhancing a weapon. You also have your usual SG. Then you receive star gems via the receive campaign menu. They'll be added directly to your own star gems, meaning no tickets anymore. And then you get, of course, 2 special scratch tickets, so cool there. And then, of course, Arks Rappies in base game will be available, meaning they will drop Arks Fever, so keep that in mind. And then we have the event scheduler here. We can see first of every month. Yeah, so 2 day goes from the 1st all the way to the 3rd. In case you guys are new to this sort of thing, basically the way it works is it starts, I think, like 8 p.m. on the 1st and goes to 8 a.m. on the 3rd, meaning it gives you a full 24 hours in between. Really nice for people who like to pop a 24-hour boost and farm, twice, so you don't lose out on any of it. Character election, if you haven't done that, that's going to be ending this week. The Arks Cash Super Sale is starting up very soon. Actually, is that not going? Yeah, it looks like that's starting on the 7th. It's weird how the article popped up earlier, but yeah, that's starting on the 7th, so my mistake, just a heads up, that's not starting until the 7th. The team up campaign, a lot of the anniversary campaigns, the story campaign stuff is ending after this week, so make sure you go ahead and get that taken care of. Designer Dreams is going to an end as well. So here's an interesting article. This one's actually been updated. This is from March. This is the article where they were removing SG from challenge mode. It looks like they're adding it into the Arks Record badge shop as well as the Alliance badge shop, where you can purchase this stuff with Alliance badges and Ark Records badges, giving more of a reason to actually do Arks Record. Honestly, like, yeah, it was nice to get some rewards from Arks Record, but like after you got the camos and things like that, you didn't really need to worry too much about it. There's also going to be Arks Record random challenges for Arks Record badges, so you can get more Arks Record badges as well. So it's good to go ahead and make sure you do your Alliance tasks, jump in with Arks Record, even if you're not, competing for the top end spot. This is kind of a bit sour now that the most recent Arks Record was all class instead of individual classes, meaning that Slayers and Bravers basically dominated the entire thing. Which, if that doesn't tell you already enough how strong of a class Bravers, I don't really know what to tell you guys anymore. Katana's actually killing it. So it's not, it's not Slayer killing it, but it's insanely good. Not to say that it's not without its drawbacks, but that's a topic for another video. They discontinue SG tickets as rewards. So again, they're moving away from SG tickets and just directly putting SG into your SG wallet. The cell sheeting feature is being introduced next week. I don't know why the article came up this week specifically, but this did show us a link over to the new version 2 update information article. If you guys are curious about looking at that, this is basically the article that we would see every month. It looks like this one's set up. What you'll find is that this article is a little light because the creative spaces and a lot of what we got going on at the moment is mostly what's going on at the very start of see, it still says Ultra Evolution, but it's PSO2 version 2, and that's Ultra Evolution really is the shift of the way the game is going and the quality of life the way the game is going. And honestly, a lot of it's really, really great, but from a combat perspective, it's a little light. And we found out, actually, if you or someone that's in the NGS Discord from Community Manager GWiz, that we did have more that was scheduled to come out, but unfortunately it was delayed, and they didn't really just tell us that in the headline. But like I said, I'm going to talk more about that in another video. If I just give you guys a little snippet of what was going on in case you don't get around to that video, or in case I change my mind and that video just isn't really worth it. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you guys today. Let me know if there's anything I missed in the comments below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to keep up with more, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Peace out.